Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a little bit of a spin on my TJMAXX Marshalls series. I have taken you with me to the store in the form of a vlog. I've shown you multiple hauls. I will put a little boop up to it so you can check out my entire playlist. I just love showing you guys everything that you can find at TJMAXX Marshalls because you can find some amazing high-end makeup for a fraction of the price there. And I have acquired quite a stash of their makeup, and I finally have enough to build a full face for you guys, so that is what we are going to be doing today. I have everything laid out in front of me, so let's just go ahead and jump into applying some makeup. Looking at all the makeup I have acquired, I have a problem. So I'm thinking I'm going to start where I normally do, and that is brows. So let me zoom you a little bit closer. Alright, so I only have one brow product to test out today, and that is the Kat Von D Tattoo Brow. And this product I actually hauled in my first ever TJMAXX Marshalls haul. I was overwhelmed by the success that video had. It is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much to everyone who's watched it. I never imagined it would get that many views. Since that one was a while ago, I have tested out this product before, and I have to say it's not bad, but it is not my favorite brow product. It feels almost like you're applying a liner to your eyebrows, which can feel a little bit strange. And sometimes the product has a little bit of difficulty coming out fully, so you have to go over it quite a few times in order to build it up. But it is great for getting those fine little hair strokes up at the front of the brow if you like to do that. And I'm just gonna brush through them really quick with my spoolie. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. I moved on to the second brow here, and it just seems like it's drying out now. Okay, so this product I have not used all over my brows before. I've only used it to get the very fine hair strokes in the front, and I love this product for that. But using it all over the brow, not a fan. It looks like I went through my whole brow with just a marker. I would definitely just stick to using this in the front to get those hair strokes. So the next product I have is the Kat Von D Lock-It Eyeshadow Primer. It is one of these little stick products, so you just gotta work it around like so. And this one I have used several times, and I have to say I'm not a fan of it. I find that I have a lot of blending issues when I use a lot of darker shadows. And I have tested this with multiple eyeshadow palettes, not just one, and I've had blending issues with all of the darker ones. I do find that the lighter shades you are able to blend out, but if you go in with a really dark shade, it's gonna look very patchy. But let's keep it on moving. I'm gonna go into some eyeshadow. I have quite a few to choose from, but I'm thinking a little bit of color could be fun. So I'm gonna go for the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Contour Quad. This is the Rust one. So I'm gonna take this pink shade all over the lid. It's gonna help kind of set that eyeshadow primer as well. 100% if you have that eyeshadow primer, put a base. Don't try to go at it with nothing to set it. Makes it so much more difficult to use. So just applying the base shade all over the lid. Then I want to take this shade right here, which is the, I think it's Define? No, that one's the Contour. The only thing to note about these palettes is that they are very powdery, so when you dip into them, they are just raining all over. But I am taking this shade on my Morphe Y16 brush. I'm going to work it all into the crease. But oh man, these palettes have some pigment. You guys saw that it was just one swipe, and the color just packed on. I will definitely have to reapply that base shade at the end, but I did want to apply that first just to set the primer. I am going to keep it relatively simple today. I'm just going to follow along the steps of these. So I'm going to be taking the Define shade on my Sephora crease brush, just work this in the outer V. But this has to be my favorite palette out of the 4 that I have found. The color scheme is so beautiful. and the pigmentation and the blendability, I have to say, is far superior than the others. So just continuing to work this in, give it a whole lot of definition. Bring it a little bit in the crease right here, keeping it very tight on the brush. And now that that is all worked in, I am gonna go back with the base shade and just lay that in this inner part of the eyes, working it to just about where we put down that brown shade. Just helps liven it up one more time since we lost some of that pink shade after we did all that blending. Then taking this highlight shade right down here and highlighting the brow bone. Then let's move on to some mascara. I have one by e.l.f. This is their eye enhancing mascara in Black Diamond. Oh my gosh, is there glitter? What? Let me show you guys. So here's what the wand looks like, and as you guys can see there, it looks like some shimmer on the wand. Oh! This light reflecting metallic mascara is designed to enhance and complement the color of your eyes. What? Okay. Had no idea that this was going to be metallic. This actually came in a little kit. I received the mascara, and I think it was a mini eyeshadow palette and a brush, I believe it was. Okay, so it completely caught me off guard that this was metallic, which is really fun. And I do see some of the micro glitter that is reflecting in the light. It's very subtle. I feel like you'll have to be very close to see it. And as far as the actual formula of the mascara goes, it makes my lashes look and feel very thin. I tried to build it up going over it with several coats, and this is the best that I could get it to look like, so the mascara I would probably say is a pass. So then this look calls for some lashes. I've actually thrown out the outside packaging. I should have saved it, but it was from Marshalls, and the outside is orange and it says lashes for days. As you can see, I have used a few pairs already. I am on my last one. And there we go, lashes have been applied. These are some super nice, everyday, casual lashes. They're not too dramatic, they just give your lashes that extra little oomph if they need some help. And then I'm actually gonna take my makeup remover wipe thing that I found at Marshalls, I believe it was. It was like a 3-pack, very affordable and very comparable to the makeup eraser. I love using these, so I just cleaning up the under eyes from all the fallout. Now I'm gonna zoom you guys back out and let's continue with the rest of the face. The primer I have to test out is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I'm just gonna pump some on the back of my hand. Start applying this in the center of my face. It has a really nice fragrance to it. It smells kind of minty. I think it's tea tree oil that they put in there. It smells really good and it feels so soft going on. And it is supposed to blur the pores and all your fine lines, wrinkles, fill everything in. So I'm just putting this wherever I need a little bit of help. Looking good. We'll see how it looks on top of the foundation, which I'm so excited about. You guys, I have the Becca foundation. I finally got my shade. My sister-in-law actually gave this to me as a late birthday present. She had sent me a text and she's like, I found it in your shade, and I was like, yes, because all we found were the really tan ones or the really deep dark ones. Huge shout out to her. Thank you for finding this for me. I'm so excited to test it out. I've been waiting so I could do it on camera with you guys. This bottle is gorgeous. Look at that. And only for $12.99. I'm sold. I'm sold. These are really expensive everywhere else. And drip it on the face. I'm gonna start in one area first, just right out here. And with the other products, I haven't been mentioning any kind of price because I have featured them in my haul before, so if you want to know the details of the prices, I will list it in my description box which haul video each product is from, so you can check that out, because of course there's tons more product that I haven't shown you guys in this video that have been in others. And while we're just sitting here blending, I'll tell you guys that it says it's supposed to be a veil for your skin. It's supposed to feel weightless, like it's water on your face. It's supposed to blur imperfection and create a soft, focused glow. Ooh, just sounds so good. I've never tested a Becca foundation before, so I'm so excited because these can get pricey. I think the original price of this is like 40 bucks. Yep, I had to look it up here on my phone, and Ulta offers this one for 44 bucks. So you can find it for a steal if you find it at TJ Maxx. I would definitely classify this foundation as a light and maybe a medium coverage if you build it up enough. You can see a lot of my blemishes do still show. So I think I'm gonna build it up just one more layer. Love that, looks so beautiful. And it does feel very lightweight on. It does not feel like I put a lot of foundation on at all. Looking good so far, but it is a question of how it wears during the day. I won't do any check-ins today. I will list it down below in the description box though. If you guys are curious how this foundation holds up, make sure you unfold that little tab so you can see it there. Then for some concealer, I have the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer and Corrector. And this is one of those little squeezy tubes, so you gotta squeeze a little bit out on your hand, go in with a brush. I have the shade Light 16. So just putting a little bit underneath the eyes. I actually haven't tested this concealer out before. I'm also gonna take a tiny amount, just dot it where I have a few blemishes that the foundation didn't really cover. And of course, taking my sponge once more. This concealer feels thick, like it was very thick coming out onto my hand. It looked almost like a very whipped consistency, but the coverage isn't bad. It definitely brightened underneath the eyes, so it does seem like it corrects. Okay, I like it. Doesn't look bad at all. Now, to set the face, I do have a pressed powder, which I think I'm gonna get into next. I don't actually have a loose powder that I have picked up. So just to help out the under eyes, because I tend to always get creases if I don't use a loose powder, I am going to take a little bit of my Coty Airspun powder just right under here, and then use the pressed powder for the rest. Just adding that really quickly. That way I can fully see how this concealer works, because I will also list this in the description box, how this wears. And I want to give it its fair shot. Now that that's done, let's move on to some highlighting, some contouring, and this is of course the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. Since getting this back in December in my first haul, I've used it constantly. It is so good. I personally stick to these two shades right here, so I'm actually going to take the top shade and set the rest of the face, and I'm taking that on my Shade and Light contour and highlighting brush. This one I also found in my first haul, and this brush and the palette is incredible. The brush is so fluffy, it just gives you the perfect amount to be able to blend everything out, set underneath the eyes, and then taking the contour side of the brush, going into the contour shade right down here, and contouring us out some cheekbones. It just blends so flawlessly. I love it. And the shade isn't too dark where it can go muddy. It's just a perfect light contour shade. Just a little bit on the cheekbones, a little bit at the top on the forehead, working it down. And if you go a little bit too heavy, it's so easy to blend it out. Like I went a little bit ham up here on the forehead. Just take your brush, keep working it in, and it will blend itself out. I just love that contouring palette. That is so pretty. Love it. Okay, let's move on to some bronzer, which I'm hoping works. I have the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I just picked this one up in a recent vlog. This one was only $3.99. This is one of those mini ones, so that's why it's only $3.99, where normally the larger ones that you can find there are $9.99. And the reason I say I hope this works out for me is because it's for medium to deep skin tones. That is not me, but it is the only bronzer that I found. Just gonna really knock off the brush. If it doesn't work out, this is going directly to my sister-in-law. I think she would love this. So I'm just going very lightly. And it smells really good. It smells chocolatey. They use real antioxidant rich cocoa powder. That gives you some pigment though. I think I need to go over with a clean brush and kind of work that out a little bit. Just to blend it all together. You know what I mean? Just taking this Real Techniques bronzer brush. I mean, this thing is giant, but it is really good for working things out. I do think it gives you a very nice bronzy look. I'm liking it. Okay, we have a few more steps. Let's see what's next. Okay, now blush. I did find that little quad from ABH, and that one actually just left the house. It went to my mom, so blush I do not have, but I do have highlighter. This is the Mega Revolution Triple Baked Highlighter in Goddess of Faith. So I'm just taking my highlighter brush, rubbing it through on this, and applying it using my Morphe Y14 brush. This product I have talked about so much on my channel, but it's because I love it so much. The product just speaks for itself. Whenever I apply it, you can just see how blinding this highlight is. I mean, can you just see that? Like, oof. Wins me over every time I see it. So I mean, if you don't like a blinding highlight, this may be a little bit too much for you. Maybe try going gentle in the brush. I mean, I tend to just swirl it around in there, so I get a lot of product off. Which at the same time, I'm gonna be taking my pencil brush on this, and I'm gonna be highlighting the inner corner to help give it a little bit of cohesion between the face. On that note, I think I'm gonna finish up the lower lash line really quick. I'm gonna take the contour shade, which is this orangey one, on the Vintage Step 3 brush. And I'm gonna work this on the lower lash line, bringing it all the way across. Then taking the Define shade on my Morphe Y22, and I'm just adding this in about halfway on the lower lash line. And with just these two steps, you give it a whole lot more definition. Very simple, but so beautiful. And then finishing off the lower lash line with some mascara. Then for the last step, we have the Too Faced Peach Kiss Matte Long Wear Lipstick. I have the shade Sunday Funday, and this was only $6.99. And here's what the outside packaging looks like. It's so pretty. It also feels very heavy and smells amazing. That smells so sweet. And it has cute little peaches in the design of the actual lipstick itself. So I'm just gonna add that on. Just applying it makes me want to eat this lipstick. It smells heavenly. But there we have it. This is the full face of TJMAXX and Marshalls makeup. I am really happy with this finished look. I think everything looks really good together. The look ended up being a very wearable, kind of neutral look, but I'm loving it. And that's the McDonald's quote. Okay, let's not say that. But I really hope that you guys enjoy this. It was so much fun using all of the TJMAXX and Marshalls makeup that I have acquired and telling you guys the good, the bad. Oh, and before I sign off, I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be having a giveaway video going live on Sunday at 10 a.m. That has been kind of my normal posting time that I'm trying to stay to. It is a giveaway video for hitting 2,000 subscribers and hitting my 1-year mark here on YouTube. So make sure you are subscribed and you stay tuned for that video going live. It is just a thank you to all of you guys who have been subscribed, have been supporting me. I truly love and appreciate every single one of you, and it's just my way of saying thank you. So with all that being said, I really hope that you guys liked today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell button. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.